Hello and welcome to Three Sisters, One Heart podcast. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Shannon.
I'm Heather.
And today we have kind of a fun topic. Today we are going to do a little shout out to our fellow Floridian podcasters at Florida Men on Florida Man. They have a really funny podcast where they talk about different Florida man stories and, talk about their take on them as actual Florida men. So check them out. We'll put a link to their website in the notes. We're working on our links, guys. And as a nod to them, we are going to tell some Florida woman stories because, let's face it, Floridians, as proud as we are to be them,
That'd be crazy.
they're a squirrely bunch of folks.
That's
And
putting it lightly.
it's not just the men. So,
Yeah.
before we get into it, let's go ahead and go over our trials this week.
Who's gonna go first on that?
I will start.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Getting everything together for this freaking house to be closed on
Oh, yeah.
is the biggest pain in my butt.
Yeah.
Making sure everything's good for the insurance, which that's been a back and forth freaking chaotic mess. She called me at 7:30 at night. Is this a good time? No, it's 7:30 at night.
Oh, my gosh.
Why not?
I was like, I had a screaming baby. I was trying to get...
Yeah.
I was like, no, Monday, please.
Showers and dinner and
Yeah.
everything else.
I asked her to call me at 1 o'clock, or 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh,
Whenever I
that's
had
a
a
big
sleeping
difference.
baby and no boys.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference.
So I was like, no, not a good time.
Well, hopefully it's worth it.
I know.
I remember
it's just
thinking
being
that.
such a
Yeah.
pain.
Whenever we were buying ours, and I think that our house, it was, as far as house buying goes, it was pretty uneventful.
Yeah.
But it was still, there's just, we need this one last paper.
It's
Oh, we need this one
nerve-wracking.
last
It's
thing.
nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
And
because
you
you
have to
worry.
jump through all
it can
these
disintegrate
hoops
at
and-
any moment.
Right. And you fear like,
Yeah.
it will just fall apart at any moment, one little paperwork and it's gone,
Yeah.
I know that feeling. You're not alone. It's worrisome.
Yeah.
So that's been overwhelming.
Yeah, I get that. Life is just overwhelming, it seems,
Yes.
all the time these days.
Yes.
So I have kind of a funny trial this week. This week, my fire alarms system, like our smoke detectors in our house, when we had renovations on our home about a year ago, we got like these new fancy kind of fire alarms that they're all wired in to the house, right? And they all like talk to each other. And so one day, the fire alarm just started to like randomly go off. Weep, 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 fire, fire. And then then they start talking to all the other ones. And my ceilings are so high that even standing on the bar stool, I could not get to the fire alarm. And I was starting to freak out. Like, it was doing it on and off throughout the day, but like I went to work and I came home and I thought, like the kids had made cookies, but it had been hours. And it was going off. I'm like, there's no fire. I'm like searching my house for fire, of course.
Right.
For anything. I'm using the broom to try to get the thing to stop. I find that there is, I pull a shelf over and take everything off of it, climb the shelf because,
That's what you
don't do this at home, kids. and to get to the battery thing, and I get the battery out, still on. I don't know. I think that I have to, like, somehow unwire it to get it to
No, you
stop?
have to do them all at the same time because they talk.
Oh, maybe that's where I'm messing up. I might have to have everyone come over with their brooms because it's still happening, but it's not like going off. Like, basically, I could not get it to stop. I fought with it until like 10 o'clock at night, and it just got to where I was like, "This is it.
This is our life.
This is
We
it."
just
I
deal with the
literally
beeping.
was like, "I'm just gonna cover my head in pillows and just try to sleep through it." And it only went off one more time, surprisingly, in the night. It was very sporadic. Like, sometimes it would go off and it would be like, 3, and then sometimes it was like, it felt like for 5 minutes, My cat, it's still, so okay,
God.
so the fire alarm, I got it finally, I don't know how, I got it to stop, but it's like chirping,
Oh, yeah.
chirp,
It's
every
usually
15
means,
minutes.
battery.
I
it usually
changed
means
the battery.
batteries
I
are
changed
dying.
it.
You gotta do them all at the same time.
There's
though.
only one that has a battery port.
Oh. I don't know.
I
then.
need to Google it, I guess. I
Mine,
haven't.
the only reason I say that is because ours in our house is if one battery goes dead, you have to replace them all at the same
good to know.
time.
But no, there's only one. The one in the
Interesting.
kitchen, I think, is like the mama.
Or maybe there's like a reset button.
I did that. And then it said, it like made them all go off, and then it also said carbon monoxide. So then I
Oh,
was
God.
like, what?
That's
What?
why I was like, well, I mean, open the doors just to
No,
be
but
safe.
it was fine. It only did it that one time, and I think it was because I reset the button. But resetting the button didn't seem to do much, except for now it stopped. It's not blaring fire, but it is still chirping, and my cat will not come in the house. Like, Mariah will come in the house, Lasagna won't.
It's too much.
He'll stand at the door. He's like this.
Well, like, don't animals hear, like,
Oh,
much
yeah.
better?
It's much more
Well,
intense for him, yeah.
It went off when he was in the house, and I felt so bad for him because he jetted into my room and then like frantically circled, and then he jetted into the girls' room and frantically circled, and then I like opened the front door for him because I knew what was happening, and he bolted outside, and like he's only been inside now twice. This has been all since Thursday. This is happening. So he's only been in the house twice now. I've been like taking his food and water and putting it on the front porch, and he's only been in the house because I've literally like picked him up and brought him into my room space because it's only the one in the kitchen that's like I don't know, chirping, I guess now. And so like he can chill a little bit, but he's still like, I can tell he's on edge, you know?
Like, when is it gonna happen
Yeah, and
again?
I feel so bad for him. So that's something I have to work out today when I get home is I was like, I don't know what to do. My instinct is to bash it off of the ceiling. I don't need it. Let the fire consume me. Done.
No!
That
Don't
noise
like that
is
idea.
so obnoxious.
Right,
I was
it
just
gets
done.
to that point.
Yeah. I was like, I don't need it. Like, just let it be. Just burn me up. I'm done. Anyhow, it was very trialing.
Sounds like it. Mine is, it's a little like hard to be vague, but I have been dealing with some mental health issues, obviously.
Who hasn't?
And this week, well, to back up, I find myself in positions to where me being private or trying to take things on my own end up being secrets. And it's never my intention until it snowballs, because that's what happens with little secrets and things like that, or little omissions of the truth rather than secrets. I like that better.
It's not, honestly, I know what you're, because I know you, and also, I feel Annika is kind of like this too. It's not necessarily like a secret, because that seems like you're like, you have some kind of
Purposely,
knowledge
yeah,
and
being
you're
deceptive.
purposely
And it's
being
not.
deceptive, and it's not that.
Like,
You
it
just keep
starts
things
off-
private.
Yeah, I do. And it's like, oh, it's my problem. I'll deal with it.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so bad about that.
But then it snowballs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it really came to a head this week, and it caused me so much stress all week. And it all turned out to be fine, because turns out I'm married to a really awesome person. And
I mean, sometimes.
I mean, he has his
Our-
faults.
Obviously,
Obviously,
I all
I do.
just say that, couldn't we all?
But
Couldn't they, for
they-
that
I'm so
matter?
picking on him.
they have their like little tag team. They have to go back and forth with each other.
Of course.
So
He keeps trying to steal my baby.
he is trying to steal your baby. So, and in the end, it worked out. But it was just, I caused myself so much stress keeping things quiet into myself, because I feel like, oh, I'll take care of this. It's my problem. And so I've really been struggling with that whole team aspect of marriage. By no fault of my husband's, I don't know where it comes from, honestly, that I feel like I can depend on nobody and it's my problem, I'll deal with it, whatever, when it would never be a big deal if it was just dealt with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mental health makes you believe things that aren't actually true. Turns out I'm not alone in this world, which I logically know these things. Like, I know these things, but that's just how it works out. So it was just a very stressful week. A lot of soul searching. Why am I doing this? Is this really a big deal? How do I feel about this? So a lot of things came to a head, and it ended up being very productive, and very healing, but it was an exhausting train to get there.
Yeah. How do you feel though now after like unburdening yourself?
So much better. So
Yeah,
much better. And
good.
I didn't realize how burdened I did feel.
You're right.
So I don't know. It's refreshing to, you're married and you know that you're on a team. Like, I know these things logically, but I still have, for whatever reason, I bring it up in therapy. I'm going to have to talk to him and figure out, why do I still feel this need to, like, no, I don't want to bother him with that. I'll take care of it. And then it turns into, oh, by the way, we have this big problem. because it wouldn't have been a big deal if I would have told you. So it's getting there. It's all, I mean, isn't that life?
Yeah, absolutely it is.
Learning lessons as we go. But, oh, and I did want to mention, though, with this whole Florida women's stories, one thing I did notice was a trend. This is not kid-friendly.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Please don't think that this is the one. I mean, it's not like raunchy and nasty, but it's probably not something I would listen to in front of my kids. So
Right.
that's your warning.
There's your little warning, yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. You can talk a little bit about it.
All right. So I really wanted to stick with like Florida woman stories that are recent, which is a little bit more challenging because, you know, we've only gotten in a couple of months so far into this new year, but I think I found some pretty good ones.
I didn't do only
I
recent.
didn't do
I did
recent.
funny, but because I figured we'd get a good mix.
That's fine, you know, and that's
Well, that one's
interesting
recent.
how, you know, we all can have a different take or perspective. We give ourselves a general outline and then
Yeah.
we go different ways with it. So that's fine, perfectly fine. All right, so my first story is Florida women wear granny disguise to try to get COVID vaccine. Okay, so this one happened recently, like
I
in the
totally
last
saw that
week.
on the news.
It's so good, yeah. So basically, these two women, they're 34 and 44. They disguised themselves as grannies by wearing like bondage crochet hats and glasses and like gloves. And they lied about their age, and they somehow managed to get through the first round of vaccines.
Really?
They
They
got
got
their
the first
first one,
vaccine.
yeah. So
Oh.
they went to try to get their second installment, and they got busted because their IDs didn't match their
I was gonna
information.
say that's a little worrisome. Like
But I just thought, you know, only in Florida.
yeah,
What won't we try to pull over on somebody? You know.
that's amazing.
So
Hilarious.
they're very fortunate because they just got a reprimand, they got a stern talking to, and they got a trespassing warrant, I believe. Yeah, they got a trespassing warrant, but like no charges were filed. They got a firm. That's
They're probably-
wrong. Shame on you. You're taking
Yeah.
a vaccine from someone who needs it. They got a stern talking to and told that if they try again, then they're gonna be
Well, the
taken to
authorities
jail.
are probably thinking like, surely somebody else isn't gonna do this.
I mean, it's crazy. So I just thought that was kind of funny, like, and not surprising, but also funny.
that is funny.
Yeah.
because you can just imagine it. Like,
Oh yeah,
I wish I didn't see pictures, and we are gonna post all the links to these in the comments below. But I didn't see any pictures. But that would have been gold.
oh yeah.
To be able to see like what their
There's a
actual
picture on the
disguise
news.
was. Was it?
Yeah.
I
It
didn't
was
see
for-
Well, because they
it.
were in cars.
They had their mask and a face shield, and
Yeah.
The
they
mask-
were covered.
The mask helps the situation.
They had like little granny sweaters
Yeah.
on. They were covered.
They knew what they were doing,
Yep.
huh?
It
was a
I saw
planned-
that and I was like, really?
I know.
Well, you gotta figure that the people that are administering these vaccines are probably, there's so much going on, and they're
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to move so quickly.
And
that,
trying to keep up with,
Yeah.
you know, the paperwork.
yeah.
So to say paperwork. I know it's not really paper anymore these days, really, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it's a lot to try to keep up with. It's crazy. And, you know, Florida is notoriously known for not handling things properly. And if you look into the vaccine rollout for us, we haven't had the best.
It's been a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, we haven't had the best run with it so far. So this does not surprise me one bit. It's like,
No.
well, we're already a mess. Let's see if we can see what we can do. What can we get away
We
with?
can't go shopping right now, and we can't do all the things that we want to do, so we're bored, and this is what
Let's go get
happens.
this vaccine.
Right.
No.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's fun. That's so Florida. Like,
yeah. Truly.
always.
I just glanced at your title. I'm
No,
about
don't
dying.
Don't look. Let's hear
That's
yours.
awesome.
You
Do
go
you want
next.
to switch it? You want me to go next? and
No,
then
I
go?
want you to go next.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to know this.
Okay. A woman says she was injured by a drag queen's breast
Oh.
in Florida.
Oh, this is
course
great.
in
Was it in
Florida.
the Keys?
I believe it was.
Probably. I mean, yeah, if those were those, that would be injured.
Yeah, I mean,
Girl.
There's
Not lacking.
Oh, it's Tampa.
Okay.
Well,
So-
not a surprise either.
Still, yeah.
A woman is suing a drag queen and a restaurant in Tampa, Florida, claiming the drag queen injured her with her breasts during a performance.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
it gets better.
Oh, God.
In the lawsuit, Neldon Molina says she was enjoying a friend's birthday dinner at Hamburger Mary's on May 30th, unaware that the venue also hosted a drag performance.
That's
fucking awesome.
literally the whole thing of hamburger.
I didn't know that, but still.
Awesome.
It alleges that during the dinner performance, D-Rod walked over to Molina and slammed her breast into Molina's head and neck, which Molina says left her with permanent injuries.
Oh my god.
The lawsuit explains the incident. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but...
Oh god.
Unexpectedly, defendant grabs her head and wiggles her breast against plaintiff's face and head 8 times.
Oh,
8 times.
8 times.
Then, defendant grabs plaintiff face, pushing it to the right, and immediately after grabs plaintiff head, shacking it several times, and then unexpectedly, defendant grabs plaintiff's head and neck and violently pounds the plaintiff's head against defendant's chest up to 9
Y'all
times.
picturing this?
Up
'Cause this
to
is
9
hilarious.
times. I know. This sounds ridiculous.
I'm just gonna say, one time I went to the Keys in Florida, and I accidentally ended up in a nude bar. So I can totally believe that she accidentally ended up in a drag queen show.
Right.
I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the way this stuff happens in Florida, you're like, oh, they're checking my ID again. Next floor, okay, here's my ID
Yeah.
again, and then you have no pants on. So,
I've gone too many stories.
I've
up,
gone too
clearly.
far.
Clearly.
So yeah, that is the story of how she accidentally ended up in the. And so that was an older one, but I had to
So
share that.
what came of the case? Do you have any information on that?
I don't know, but
Oh, we'll have to
she is
look that up.
requesting 1.5 million in damages.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's,
I think
that's
she's
too much.
just probably jealous. I bet the drag queen looked better.
I bet those boobs were gorgeous.
I mean, if that was a picture of her, they look great.
They were fabulous.
All right, so this is my take on this. I understand not being aware that you're at a drag show, right? And I know that, like, if you've ever been to a drag show, like, they're funny. They're comedian. They're
I think
performers.
she was embarrassed.
Yeah.
And now has taken it way too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, we all know consent is important, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel like maybe you should just randomly grab somebody's head and throw your breast into their face.
That
So
is
there's
something
that.
to be explored. That's true.
You know, so there is that. So I could see where she might have a little weight to this lawsuit. That being said, like, a drag queen, they gotta work. They gotta feed, themselves. They got bills. Like, that's a lot of money. That is
Yeah.
a lot of money
For
that is
a
just
person.
a hardworking person,
Mhm.
just like, being a server or a performer. Like, it's a service industry
Mhm.
job, and, like, that's a hard job, and I feel like that's too much. Like, I'm sorry about your neck. Like, maybe you get a free Hamburger Mary's dinner,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
be done with it.
Pay your medical bills. Things
Yeah.
along those lines. Sure.
Well, come on.
I think
medical
if there's anything to be said about Florida is that they're sue happy.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
It's annoying.
Oh, that's too funny.
All right, Heather.
Okay. So, mine is Florida woman used fake dating profile to advertise free meth at rival's home.
Oh.
She included the name, photo, cell phone number, and address of a woman who's dating her ex-boyfriend.
Damn, that's some revenge.
That's genius.
That is bad. That's maybe a notch too far.
This is it
My
says
husband
last
better watch
updated
out.
November 27th, 2020. So it's fairly recent. It says a Florida woman is arrested for allegedly setting up a dating profile advertising free meth that sent suitors to her romantic rival's home looking for sex.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine just being like at your house, like
that would be
dating a new person, you're all like chill, everything's fine, and then people start showing up for the meth and sex?
Yeah, but imagine
God.
it's scary meth head.
Right.
People showing up for sex. Oh,
It's not even the good
my
ones.
No.
God. Oh my god.
and
She's proud.
She looks so
She's
proud.
so
of her.
proud.
I mean, it's clever. I gotta
Yes.
kudos to that.
It says multiple strangers begin arriving at the victim's residence thereafter. Other creeps sent the woman naked photos of themselves.
Oh no.
That's-
Like, could you imagine, like, just randomly starting to get random ew?
Eggplants?
Yeah, there you
No. No,
Oh,
thank
God.
you. No unsolicited eggplants, please.
No, don't ever.
I guess
don't ever
technically
put
they
yourself
were
in a situation where you have to date.
solicited.
Then.
Like, technically,
Yeah.
they were solicited
Yeah.
under the guise of
Yeah.
this other person.
Not necessarily by her.
Yeah.
It says 36-year-old victim said Huckabee, who is the one who set up the profile, she had never met, started harassing her in October after she began dating a man Huckabee had recently been in a relationship with for 6 months.
Oh.
You gonna do all that for someone you dated for 6
Whoa.
months?
Apparently,
Girl.
she allegedly
What kind of
received
eggplant did he have?
probably a good one. Apparently,
Sorry.
Must have been.
she
Yeah.
received a
Prize
stream
winning
of
eggplant.
threatening phone calls and messages from Huckabee. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Close enough.
Including one that said, "You think these texts are bad? Next is your house and your job." The victim blocked Huckabee on the phone, only to have her call from a different number. Eventually, she filed a restraining order, which was granted.
There's some crazy people in the
Huckabee
world.
allegedly set up the dating profile as the victim, posing as the victim afterwards.
Oh my god.
That's terrible.
Oh, she's arrested and charged with cyber stalking, harassing, both misdemeanors, and released on a $5,000 bond.
Wowie. Yeah, cyber stalking is real. do
I don't miss dating.
Oh yeah.
No.
Purely because other women that have dated whomever before, like,
Yes.
people are crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like, no. Like,
They'll reach out just because they think they can, and you're like,
if it
Why?
doesn't work out with my husband, close it up, lock it up, I'm done. No, I will never go into that dating scene again.
Yeah, I feel like pretty much anyone that's been married like 5+ years has that same sentiment. They're like, if this doesn't work, that's it. Desert
Yeah.
Island, like
oh no, I've decided,
I don't need
like,
anyone.
I told Bobby he's stuck. I'm not doing a divorce again. So
You're like, this is it. You're not getting out of this.
yeah, I told him that when he asked me to marry him. I was like, "Are you sure? Because I'm not doing this again."
Yeah.
I was like, "This is it.
That's it.
You were stuck. You will have to fight me tooth and nail for a divorce because you're not getting one." I'm
So
done.
make your choice
my
wisely.
first one cost me entirely too much. I'm not going
Oh
through
no,
this
no,
again.
no,
Yeah.
no. Still dealing with that.
Yes.
Also, before we get into the next story, random fun fact.
Antidote.
Charlotte is chilling on the side
Yeah,
over
that's
here
why I
sleeping.
keep looking over.
So Heather isn't just randomly going off camera for no reason. She's checking on the baby. I was like, it looks like you're like constantly like,
Yeah. Just checking on the baby. I swear.
oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay.
All right, so this one is probably my favorite of the two that I picked, because it's a sister's crime.
Oh,
Oh.
All right, get ready for it.
Whenever I was making like the schedule and like putting the links together, like I purposely did not read any of them because I didn't want to know.
I was almost nervous to even send you the headlines because like the headlines can give
no.
stuff
That's why I
away.
Yeah.
tried to make my headlines kind of vague when I said
Yeah.
them. I was just like, I don't want to give it too much away.
There's some good ones out there. Okay, so Florida woman stabs sister with EpiPen because she's allergic to drunks.
What?
Yeah. Police responded to the home of 62-year-old woman that she shares with her sister around 10:30 p.m. on February 11th due to a 911 call hang-up, right? The sister told the officer that they had been drinking and that she got tired and wanted to go to sleep while the other sister stayed up and continued to drink. She said that her sister went crazy, attacking her with an EpiPen, hitting her with, stabbing her multiple times. When the police,
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know, it's so bad. When the police questioned the attacker, the other sister, she replied, "I'm allergic to drunks, so I injected her with the EpiPen so she wouldn't be drunk anymore. What's the big deal?"
Oh, so much.
Well, why didn't you just say so?
EMT said that she wasn't actually injected with any medication because the pen was being held wrong.
Well,
She was arrested and charged with battery and domestic violence
Yeah.
against her sister.
Wow.
So I just thought,
and I thought it was terrible that one time that I slapped you. But you see, it wasn't that bad because I didn't.
You ran so damn
I
fast.
did. I slapped her, and in a minute, like millisecond, I was like, oh shit.
that was a
She's gonna
mistake.
kill me.
and I ran. Thank God she didn't come after me. I don't know.
Should have.
It was willpower that she's probably never experienced that much in her life again. But
Can you
I
imagine?
didn't stab you with an EpiPen though. Tiffany threw stuff at me.
I'm allergic to drunks. It's funny to me, like, by the way that she responds,
She's just so nonchalant.
She thought that, like, the EpiPen was going to, like, make her sister not drunk anymore.
That's not how it works.
Like, somehow in her also drunken brain, let's not
Yeah.
forget she was also drunk, that somehow in her also drunken brain, she thought that this allergy pin was going to somehow...
Just get the drunkenness out. It's just gonna push all the alcohol out.
That's
No,
just crazy.
That's just not how it works.
No,
And I mean, 62? Goodness.
Ugh.
Right?
See,
I mean, by 62, you might get that slap back at least.
I can't run very fast anymore, so I think twice before I slap people if I can't handle it.
Too much, man.
Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're trying to follow a little bit of a schedule here. All right, I'm just gonna go next since we messed up the order to begin with. So.
Okay.
That's all right. It's going in birth order now, so.
Yes. Florida woman arrested for stuffing pornography in plastic Easter eggs and distributing them.
Oh my goodness.
Not to children.
Hopefully.
Well, in residents' mailboxes. So,
Oh
no.
my God.
detectives say Sestoni admitted to placing the eggs in the mailbox, saying she was educating people and she had distributed over 400 pamphlets in the past few days.
Interesting.
A bag of pornographic material was found inside the vehicle. There was... Basically, she felt she was educating the public.
But we were the pamphlets.
What?
All the pornography, it was pamphlets to the church.
To the church?
Yes, and so the pamphlets were like, go to church, Jesus is risen, all those good things.
Oh.
And then it was like, look at all this pornography that's in the world, you need Jesus.
Oh, no.
So apparently
Wow.
that was her twisted
Oh,
way
no.
of her like...
Getting people's attention.
Yeah,
Happy
Wow.
Easter.
here's some pornography to get you to church.
Oh,
I mean,
Wow.
I don't know. I don't come across pornography in my mailbox very often, but if I did, I don't think it would be something that led me to thinking I needed to go to church.
Yeah. Or in an Easter egg,
Yeah.
for
So,
that matter.
Yeah. There's a
Interesting.
random one. Only in Florida.
That is very
That was Tampa
interesting.
as well.
Oh, I have an even better one. I have a local story.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
And I about died laughing reading these. Florida woman drunkenly bites man's fishing line, swims away with lure.
What? Like in her face?
In her mouth.
Was there a shrimp on it?
Was she hungry?
Like what? I need more. I need more information.
Okay. It says a Florida fisherman got quite the catch Tuesday. But it happened to be an intoxicated 22-year-old woman
Oh
instead
my
of a prized fish.
Oh my God.
Authorities were called to the St. Johns County Pier after 6 p.m. At 6 p.m., after a fisherman said a woman bit his fishing line and swam off with his lure. The fisherman told deputies that Turner appeared to be intoxicated when she swam up to... Oh, where'd he go? When she swam up to his fishing line, cursed at him.
What do you get for that? Like public intoxication?
The 22-year-old woman then allegedly bit the fishing line and swam away with the rigging. When
Oh,
Turner
geez.
was asked to come to the pier office, she reportedly became belligerent. I can't talk today.
Sight.
And refused to come inside. She started upsetting the public sense of norm at the pier when
Oh,
police
geez.
tried to take her into protective custody. She refused to let deputies handcuffed her and screamed, "I'm effing naked," several times.
Well, perhaps you should have left your clothes on.
She was later arrested for disorderly intoxication and resisting arrest.
Oh, dude, that is so funny. Well, You know, they do say there are a lot of fish in the sea, but I doubt this man really was thinking that
He's
he
gonna
was
catch a
going to
22-year-old
catch a
woman.
20-year-old
He will
woman.
never hear that saying and think the same
No,
again.
No, absolutely not.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, what did she do? Like, surely you don't get arrested for that. But, I mean, once you take it to yelling that you're
Yeah.
naked at cops and stuff.
Yeah,
then
don't be
disorderly.
yelling
Yeah.
at cops. Let's
Yeah,
just
you'll-
not. That's so funny. Like, yeah, like what was she thinking, man? You know, I guess she was just having a good time.
Just trying to be funny. Honestly, I would have laughed and let it go.
I would have
Yeah.
been dying
Like
laughing.
that guy.
oh yeah.
Probably didn't need to push it that
I don't
far.
think he's the one that called. I think
Oh, someone else, because she was being disorderly,
Yes.
like the
Because
little,
she was
the
being
little
loud.
Oh,
or
and then he was
whatever.
probably like, yeah, she did this.
Yeah. You know, too, it makes me wonder, like, sometimes it is kind of frustrating when you're on the beach and fishers, like, have their fishing lines out. I'd much rather, like, and I know it's for
It was the
everyone.
pier.
Oh, how did she bite it then? Was it not in the water?
It was probably in the water. She swam up to it and bit it.
From below?
Ouch.
I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't know. I don't even have anything to
There's
add.
so many logistics and questions.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know. That's crazy.
It's always like that whole like there's like that meme that goes on Facebook about like I can't be your ride or die. I've got questions. I need to know. Like
yeah, oh yeah.
Do we have to die? Sorry if I am not comfortable.
What are you
my
trying
foot
to
was
do?
stuck
Okay.
into my butt and it's going numb.
Well, that sounds uncomfortable.
I'm sorry.
Shall I do one more?
Yeah, let's do
Little
our
bonus?
last.
Okay, so this is just a little quickie one, and this one is actually from November last year, and the title is Florida Woman in Labor Votes in Between Breaths After Insisting on Going to Polling Place Before Hospital. So, a pregnant Florida woman wasn't going to let going into labor stop her from voting before going to the hospital and deliver her baby. The woman from Central Florida told her husband to take her to the polling place first, and so he didn't argue with her.
No.
No, you don't
With her
argue.
as a lady in labor. A poll worker noted that the mom-to-be seemed calm, but the dad looked a little bit nervous.
You think?
And that they tried to like go to the car and give her like a take-home ballot, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna vote. I'll vote. I'll just do it in between breaths." So she walked her pregnant butt into the
Oh
poll
my God.
and voted, and that she was proud. She was happy that she got to vote, and on they went to the hospital
Isn't
and had
that
her
what
baby.
like isn't
I
that
mean-
very situation why we have early voting?
Yes.
Like,
Although kudos to her for like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
in that like
feeling that strongly and being that bold about it.
yeah, like this is a priority to me. And what it does to me is it speaks to women and how we can do many things at once. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like, yeah, I'm having this baby, but I'm gonna get my vote in first. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever works.
You know, like it's all getting done.
I'm gonna do all the
I'm gonna
things.
do all of it. I just thought that was funny.
That's society telling us we have to do all the things.
I know it's a pressure for sure. But I hope you guys really enjoyed these fun Florida woman stories. It would be kind of nice, like if you guys enjoy them, let us know in the comments below. And
Tell me your stories too.
Oh yeah, we would love if you
There was
find
a lot
some
of
good
fun.
ones that I think we might try to make this into a little bit of a segment if everyone likes it. So if you find some good ones and you want to put them in the comments, or you can email us at 3sistersoneheartpodcast@gmail.com. Let us know because we think that they're really fun, and it's kind of nice when after like we have a serious episode to have kind of more of a comical
Break it up a little bit.
Yeah, refreshing
Yeah.
episode.
And definitely just let it be known we're not trying to be copycats or anything like that. Like it was just an amazing idea and it was
Yes.
so much fun. So we appreciate Florida
Florida
men.
Men. On Florida Man.
Yes, Florida men on Florida man. I knew I was gonna get it wrong.
Yeah, don't forget to check out their podcast.
Yes, definitely.
It's really funny, and just like
I
when
see
you
why
come
they
to-
do
and
it.
you
It's
see-
so much
yeah.
fun.
Like when you come and you hear us, and you know it's like, oh, 3 Florida sisters. I think that they are friends. I don't think that they're necessarily related, but it's interesting to see or to hear. You know, I think it's 3 as well, guys. It might
Yeah.
be 4. Just how their banter is and how they interact with each other, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
So
it's
don't
a lot
miss
of
out.
fun. All right. So triumphs for the week. What good stuff happened? You started with the trials. You want to start with
Do you need a
triumphs?
minute to think?
I think I need a
listen,
minute.
Not
Rough
enough
week.
good stuff.
I'll go. And this is kind of almost a little bit scary, but I got approved for some new treatment
Ooh, yeah, this
for
is
my
good.
back pain. So I am really, really excited. I go tomorrow. They're gonna do some different shots, a couple different things, and I'm absolutely terrified, and I'm still freaked out that I'm even in this position to begin with, because the car accident was so long ago, and I'm still in so much pain. But just the hope or the optimism that maybe like it doesn't have to feel like this, like I can feel better, has me super excited and ready to go. So we'll see how it goes. It's probably going to be very painful to get there, but I'm very excited and just grateful that I've got doctors that are willing to keep on searching things,
Yeah.
and try different things other than just here's some pain pills, because I don't
Yeah,
don't
like
take
this
pain
is
pills.
it. This is your life now. Like
Yeah.
you're too young. You're not
Yeah.
ready for that.
Mm-mm.
And it's nice that when you have a doctor and you feel like they're advocating for you, because often it just feels like. No, I'm not trying to generalize. I just am talking from my own perspective. But like, you go to the doctor's office and they're just like, "This is this."
Yeah.
And
This is what's
sometimes-
wrong. Take this pill. This pill
Sometimes
is
they're
likely
just-
going to ruin your life because you'll become addicted. But
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeesh.
No.
Not good.
No interest. In
I do
that.
have one.
Yay!
And as soon as you started, I was like, oh, there it was.
What happened this week? What was good?
We are just getting to where Charlotte and I during the week, not on the weekends because everything's kind of
Weekends,
have a pretty good schedule going.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thankfully.
Get a little schedule.
Yeah. So I wake up. Normally she'll wake up in nurse around 6, and the boys wake up at 7 to get ready for school. So I'll sleep until about 7 again, and then she'll still be sleeping. So I get up, I have my cup of coffee, get it
Oh,
started,
that's
get the
nice.
boys are getting ready, try and give them their meds because I forgot Friday.
It happens.
I felt so bad. I had to warn their teachers. And then we come back home. She nurses. She sleeps for a couple hours. I get house stuff done. I plan on getting a workout in at that point. And then she's up for lunch for a little while. She's starting to be up longer periods of time,
Mm-hmm.
especially on the weekends when there's a lot going on and she's fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But during the week she's pretty good, and then we just kind of settle into the rest of the day, and it's kind of nice.
It's
Yeah.
nice when the schedule is.
Mm-hmm. I can count on having this amount of time to do this, this, and this, and I know she'll be up here, and
Yeah.
we'll play, interact, or whatever. She doesn't really play right now.
Right.
She is so close to wanting to smile.
Yes.
Though. She's so close.
So cute.
The other day I was like playing with her and I was like, she was so close and I'm like, stop. Go to your mom. It's gotta be your mom.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
Was
she's
your-
getting so chunky and cute too.
She's already doubled her birth weight. She's so fat.
She is a chunker.
Don't worry, we'll be
She's
posting her
healthy.
2-month pic in about another week on the gram. So
Yes.
you'll get to see all the baby cuddly cuteness.
What's your triumph?
Okay, so my triumph is that this weekend was a really nice weekend. I had a great time, and Friday we went over to our friend Becky and Steve's and had a little like wine and cheese and vegan cheese, which is something we don't have a lot of. Like, and I'm not just talking vegan cheese, I'm like talking like fancy vegan cheese. Not just like the slicey stuff that you buy at Publix or the shredded
Right.
kind, like the fancy stuff. And we had like probably 4 or 5 different kinds of cheeses, and I had such a good time. And then last night, Shannon and I went to a newer little wine bar downtown. It was so beautiful. It was called Casa de Vino 57, and it's very it's outdoors and it's very
It was-
grotto-like.
And it was like, it had the fire pit.
Oh,
and
so
all the
beautiful.
chairs
It looked
around.
really nice.
It was it was
Live music.
it wasn't like for instance, I wouldn't bring the whole fam there. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't super kid friendly. I mean, and it's not kid friendly. Just like for me, if I'm gonna go
More girls' night out than a family
buy
dinner.
a $10 to $15 glass of wine, I want to sit there and relax and drink it, you know. But we had some really delicious wine, and they actually had a vegan cheese charcuterie board. I was so ready, Shannon. I was gonna get it right, and I just got hung up again. Charcuterie.
But she's been going for like the past 2 days. We're like, what is it again?
It's getting better though. Every time a little better. I'm a little bit closer. So they had this like beautiful vegan charcuterie board, and it had like 5 little different kind of wedges of cheese and like, fruits and jam and crackers and little cucumbers. And it was just so beautiful. I tried to get a picture. We'll probably post it on the gram for Tasty Tuesday. It was a little dark, so I don't know how great it will. Like, I don't want to do them a disservice, because it was beautiful, and it was just so nice to like know that I can get something. And like we met out with some other family and friends, and as a vegan, it's like sometimes I'm hesitant. It's like, I don't want to meet up for dinner because like I don't want to have to like go over all of the things.
And eat a salad.
Yeah, or either eat nothing or pick at my plate, because then people are like, oh, did you get in? Like, I don't want nobody to have to worry about me, and I don't want to put anyone out. So it was kind of nice just to be like, that is definitely vegan. That's for me. Yeah. And be done with it. We had such a great time. So I ate all of the cheese.
It was a lot of fun.
I am so cheesed out. It was delicious, but I'll tell you what, my body is not used to all of that like rich foods, rich and salty foods. And this morning I have a little like a food hangover, if that's possible.
I just feel like bleh.
Yeah, like a little blah. But it was 100%.
Maybe that's why I just wasn't into eating this morning. So I had
because you've been
had a
eating
heavy
so
meal
well,
last night,
and then I had my cheat meal, and it was fried.
Oh
yeah.
So
I didn't feel like eating breakfast. I had my coffee, and I was just like, I'm not hungry.
Oh yeah, like the cheese wasn't fried, but it's just really heavy fat, So yeah, I bet. Yeah, when you take some stuff like that out, for a while, you do start to feel it if you bring it back. It's kind of
that makes complete sense.
Yeah,
yeah. So
I didn't think about it.
So all right, well I think that gets us for the day.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. As always, we love to hear from you guys. We've been trying to switch some things up, try to get on our game a little better. We're going to work on putting links in today. That's something new for us. I know we should have been doing links all along. We're learning. But please, we would love to hear from you. So don't forget that you can contact us at 3sistersoneheartpodcast@gmail.com. You can write a comment in the comment below. Just say hello. If you have a topic you'd like to hear about, we'd love to hear from you. You can find us at Instagram, 3 Sisters 1 Heart Podcast, on Facebook at 3 Sisters 1 Heart Podcast, right?
Yeah.
And Libsyn, Spotify, and iTunes.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. See you soon.
Bye.
Or talk to you soon. Bye.